Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'll be playing some more Cronos with New Dawn. This time I'll be using my Intel i9-4900K system paired with the AMD RX 7900 XTX. Just going to go through the in-game settings I'm using. So playing at a resolution of 3840 by 2160, no HDR. So even though I have ray tracing off, it's literally just a toggle for hardware ray tracing. So the game will still have ray tracing, just not the hardware version. The game is on the Unreal Engine 5. For some reason the menu only says FSR 4, but we all know the 7000 series can't use FSR 4, at least without modding it. So this essentially will be DLS FSR 3.1 maybe, and I'll be using that at the quality preset. And everything else is at the epic preset. I've just disabled motion blur and chromatic aberration, just a personal choice for me. So far this game's been pretty interesting. It's got similarities to like Dead Space, the kind of mechanism with the stomping and, you know, that weapon and the kind of full suit. It has all the mannerisms of a Dead Space game so far, but it's pretty cool. I'm loving just learning what's been going on. Actually going the wrong way, I gotta go this way now. Loads of frame spikes though, which is never a good thing. Using around 9.5 gig, which isn't too bad. You don't need a crazy amount of VRAM to play this game. Okay, it says some oddities may be manipulated multiple times in order to change their state. Okay, so I've got to create a new path, but you have to find the right angle. So you got to aim your tool into this kind of black hole. Okay, so what it was basically saying is I got to do this more than once to get to a new area. Okay, now a new path's being created. Try not to move too quick on these types of games because you could easily miss something or run into trouble. Even with software ray tracing and DLSS quality, sorry, not DLSS, FSR quality, barely getting over 60 FPS and even dipping below, so it just shows you the game is pretty demanding regardless of what you try to play it at. And the 7900 XTX is no slouch, but the 9070 XT has it beat in this game for sure. Just with the ray tracing optimizations that card has over the 7900 XTX, it's going to give you a better experience from what I can see. Okay, got another oddity we need to manipulate. Just need to find the right angle. Or we can just jump down actually. There it is. Right, what company? I used every single bullet I had there. Can't jump back up, that's for sure. And I've got no bullets. I do, but just not a lot of them. Right. Got to be a melee finish. Barely got through that one. Let's have a look around. You don't want these things fusing, they become pretty dangerous. Okay, more company. Damn, why the hell did this one just charge at me? This game likes to press you, they always like to get pretty up close and personal. So you don't really have much time to maneuver. What's going on with my light? I can't see anything. Okay, we've got to find another oddity to manipulate. Alright, let's see if I can manufacture something to heal me up. Yeah, we need one. Alright, we're gonna look outside, see if there's another way I can see this. Doesn't seem to be any other way. VRAM jumped up pretty, almost like 2 GB out of nowhere. There it is. That was cool, that actually picked me up. Alright, let's see if we can find some ammo. Comic book. Guess there's collectibles in this game as well. Game's starting to play a little bit smoother. Maybe after you've played it for a little while it starts to cash everything out. Kind of like Elden Ring. When you explore places for the first time, when you use a new skill for the first time, there can be that slight frame spike. But once, you know, you're familiar with it or you've used it at least once, it plays a lot better the next time around. Which is unfortunate. That shouldn't be the way things are, but it's just typical on Unreal Engine, unfortunately. Yeah, it doesn't make for great 1% lows. Okay, so he was pretty much on his own. That must have sucked. Oh, architecture of New Dawn. So that's how people were getting around. You had to, they had to go underground, but at least they found a way to continue living pretty comfortably by the sounds of it. Okay, I got a feeling I'm gonna run into some trouble here. Can I break this? No, just for sure. The game will do things like that, so there's no way back, so you're pretty much stuck down here now. Scrap metal. I've been picking up loads of parts. Hopefully I can make something, or at least upgrade something. There's another oddity that can be manipulated nearby, but for now at least, let's search the area. Citizens, stay healthy, follow the guidelines, do not shake hands with. Greetings, take care of your hygiene. When you don't feel well, do not leave your home, limit contact with others, do not attend or organize any meetings or gatherings, keep your distance. New district sanity inspection. Sounds a lot like COVID-19, but on a grander scale, obviously. Okay, let's upgrade. Oh, that's the torch shield. There's another little kind of mechanism that lets you upgrade. I think it's this one. Suit integrity, can't afford it. But I will upgrade my gun, I think. Let's go with the... Don't have enough money to do the firepower, but the stability, that'll be useful. Got another core, so maybe the charge speed as well would be useful. Alright. Probably buy some handgun ammo. Something to heal, but I don't have enough. Alright, that's about as best as I can do. Okay, this is a stash. I don't need one of these at the moment. Don't even have enough items. Okay, should be able to get back now. You can use the environment to your advantage, it seems. Save bullets at the same time. I'll keep an eye out for those red canisters. Oh wow, we're up to almost 11.5 gigabytes of VRAM. Maybe I gotta take back that statement about the game not using too much VRAM. We're encroaching on that 12 gigabyte limit for some card models. We're way past that 8 gigabyte limit for a lot of cards. The 4900 KS is doing well though. My CPU, sorry, is still going pretty strong. I'm actually using the Intel default settings, so I'm not overclocking or anything like that. I'm literally in with the latest BIOS. I've just got it set to the extreme profile. So with the 4900 KS, that gives you like a power limit of like 320 watt, and I think with the ampage, it's like 400 amps, and for the most part, I'll hit my 5.9 gigahertz boost, and in single core situations or very light workloads, it'll do that 6.2 boost. So really isn't any need to overclock the 4900 KS. It just causes a lot of problems. But for the most part, the system is being very good. It's not as bad as everyone says. Like, I know a lot of people that have been for multiple CPUs, but this one has I guess it's been under water block pretty much since I've got it, so maybe that's part of it. So yeah, it's been okay. But it's still under warranty. I think when the whole debacle happened, Intel gave everyone like an extra 3-year warranty or something like that. So if that were to change, I should be able to get a new one. So that's pretty reassuring. Intel did announce, or I think there was at least a leak of Arrow Lake having a refresh. So the 2090K looks interesting. High clock speeds. It could be a challenger. You never know. I don't plan on changing this platform for a while though, because this is my workstation now and it does a great job. Okay, I got to manipulate this oddity. I just got to find the source. Sometimes you have to be from a very certain angle to see it. You got to find that black hole. Wow. There it is. Okay, so what's actually changed? I can go this way now. Sometimes you got to manipulate the oddity multiple times, but it's usually from a different angle. Yeah, there it is. Here we go. We climb up? No, just gotta find a way around. Got a feeling something's gonna attack me now. Still holding on the 12 gigabytes. Alright, there's a fuel tank here I can explode, but maybe something's going to dash at me. Alright, so I'm going to pull back and use this to kill it. Alright. It's like being aware of your surroundings is useful. Damn it. These things hate fire. Had to use my torch there. That burns away. When they fuse, that's like their weakness. Yeah, this place was infected. Loads of these things. I didn't realize there was another explosive canister I could have used. I could have saved a lot of ammo there, but it is what it is. I survived anyway. If there's more enemies, I'll just lure them back into this area and use those canisters again. Maybe I can craft some stuff. Yeah. Can't let that go to waste. What do we have here? This is an energy bank. A container used once by the traveler to store energy. It can be exchanged for energy in the workstation. So you can sell it. It's pretty much highly valuable. Basically, that's what it's saying. Sounds like there's something really big nearby. Maybe I'm coming up on the first boss or something. Okay, I'm guessing I got it activated again, and it'll probably pull me up somewhere. That's pretty freaky. Okay, so I do have another call, but I barely have any money. Running time. Yeah, let's increase our flamethrower. Anyway guys, that was just a look at Cronos, the new Dawn on the RX 7900 XTX and Intel i9 4900KS. Runs pretty well. Still got the UE5 stutters unfortunately, but it does seem to smoothen out after a while. That's pretty much it for me guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching.